What is the nth term? TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x to the power of n minus r into a to the power of r. Taken to the denominator, this can also be written as 1 over x to the power of 17. So the coefficient of 1 over x to the power of 17 is 15c11 into minus 1 to the power of 11. Divide term by term. 12 by 2 is 6 minus 4 by 2 is 2. So equating x to the power of minus 4 to x to the power of 6 minus 2r. So we will get the value of rs is equal to 5. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of basic mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty department of mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So in my previous class we have discussed regarding the problems based on finding the general term in the expansion as well as the middle term. If there are two middle terms or one middle term based on the power of n is an odd and even, we have discussed the problem of finding the middle term in the expansion of the binomial theorem, which we have discussed in the last class. Now today in this session I am going to discuss regarding coefficient of a particular power of x in the binomial expansion. Particular power of x in the sense, so coefficient of x square, x cube, x to the power of 4, x raised to 10, x to the power of 14. Even if it is a y term, means coefficient of y square, y to the power of 4, y to the power of 6, etc. like that. And also the term independent of x in the expansion. So independent of x, or it is also called as the constant term in the expansion of x plus a to the power of n. So finding the coefficient of a particular power of x in the expansion of x plus a to the power of n, and also finding the constant term or independent term in the expansion of x plus a to the power of n. These things which we are going to discuss in this session. Now let us come to the first problem. So coefficient of a particular power of x in the binomial expansion. Let us consider, find the coefficient of x power 6 y cube in the expansion of x plus 2y to the power of 9. So what is required to find is the coefficient of x power 6 as well as y to the power of 3. X to the power of 6 and y to the power of 3 coefficient in the expansion of x plus 2y to the power of 9. Okay. Now just find out the nth term first. What is n here? N is equal to 9, x is equal to x as it is, a is equal to 2y. What is the nth term? TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x to the power of n minus r into a to the power of r. Okay, now that is TR plus 1 is equal to, what is n? N is 9, C, R we don't know. What is x? X as it is, x to the power of 9 minus r into a is 2 to the power of r, 2y to the power of r. So this can be written as TR plus 1 is equal to 9CR x to the power of 9 minus r into 2 to the power of r into y to the power of r. Now to find the coefficient of x raised to 6 and y raised to 6, equate for coefficient of x power 6 and y power 3, equate this. X to the power of 9 minus r is equal to x power 6, r y to the power of 3 is equal to y to the power of r. Just equate the coefficient of x and y. So therefore if bases are same, means therefore the value of r is equal to 3 here. In this case also 9 minus r is equal to 6, 9 minus 6 is equal to r, means therefore r is equal to 3. So just put r is equal to 3 in this expansion. Let us represent this as equation number 1. So if you substitute the value of r in the given expansion, you will get the coefficient. Now just put r is equal to 3 in equation number 1. So what you will get if you put r is equal to 3? You will get t r plus 1, that is 3 plus 1 is equal to, what is r? 9c3 x to the power of 9 minus 3 and 2 to the power of 3 into y to the power of 3. Just put r is equal to 3 in equation number 1, then t4 is equal to 9c3 x to the power of 9 minus 3 is 6, y to the power of 3 into 2 cube. 2 cube means 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. So therefore the coefficient of x to the power of 6 and y cube is equal to 9c3 into 8. So if we simplify this, what is the answer we are going to get? 9C3 into 8 will give the coefficient of the given expansion, that is coefficient of x power 6 and y cube in the given expansion. Okay, so if you simplify, you are going to get it as 672. So 672 is the coefficient for x power 6 and y cube. That's it. Very simple. Just find out the nth term tr plus 1 term. So just equate the power of x and y. Power of x as 9 minus 6 and power of y as 3. Solve it, you will get the value of r as 3. Substitute in the equation number 1, you will get the required answer. That's it. Now, move on to a similar type problem. Now, find the term containing x to the power of minus 4 in the expansion of root x minus 2 by x root x to the power of 12. Now, just find out what is n. N is equal to 12, x is equal to root x, and a is equal to minus 2 divided by x root x. Now, just find out the nth term. Tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power of n minus r a to the power of r. Now, this is just substitute the value of n. Tr plus 1 is equal to, what is n? N is equal to 12cr. What is x? X is root x to the power of n. What is n here? N is 12 minus r into a. A is minus 2 by x root x to the power of r. Simplify this, you will get the answer for coefficient of the term containing x to the power of minus 4. Okay, just simplify this first. This is root x to the power of, root x can be written as x to the power of 1 by 2 whole to the power of 12 minus r, and this is minus 2, whereas this is taken to the numerator, minus 2 to the power of r into, this is 1 over x into root x is nothing but x to the power of r whole raised to half, x to the power of half. So this is x to the power of 12 minus r divided by 2 into minus 2 to the power of r. Apply law of indices. X to the power of 1 plus x raised to half is x to the power of 3 by 2. X to the power of 3 by 2, when taken to the numerator, it is minus. So therefore, this can be written as tr plus 1 is equal to, tr plus 1 is 12cr x to the power of, term by term divide, if it divide term by term, 12 by 2 is 6 minus r by 2 into minus 2 to the power of r into x to the power of, multiply by negative r minus 3r divided by 2. So this is 12cr minus 2 to the power of r into x to the power of, just law of indices, if you apply, then this becomes x to the power of 6 minus r by 2 minus 3r by 2. Take LCM, 12cr minus 2 to the power of r into x to the power of 2 is the LCM. So this is 6 2s are 12 minus 4r. So just equate this to x to the power of minus 4. That's it. Just equate this to x power 4. So therefore x to the power of minus 4 is equal to x to the power of 12 by 2 is 6 minus 2r. So that is minus 4r is equal to 6 minus 2r. What is required to find is r. Just transfer this. Plus 2r is equal to 6 plus 4, that is 10. Therefore, r is equal to 10 by 2 is equal to 5. So r is equal to 5. That's it. Put r is equal to 5, you will get the answer. Okay. See here, just simplify this. X to the power of 12 minus r into minus 2 to the power of into x to the power of minus 3 by 2 whole raised to r can be written as x to the power of 12 by 2 term by term division, 6 minus r by 2 into minus 2 to the power of r into x to the power of minus 3r by 2. Equate the terms containing x to the power of 6 minus r by 2 and x to the power of minus 3r by 2 using law of indices. A raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. 6 minus r by 2 minus 3r by 2. Take LCM, 2 is LCM, 6 2s are 12 minus 3r minus 2r is minus 4r. Divide term by term, 12 by 2 is 6 minus 4 by 2 is 2. So equating x to the power of minus 4 to x to the power of 6 minus 2r. So we will get the value of r is equal to 5. Now put r is equal to 5 in this expansion. So if we substitute here, let us represent this as equation number 1. Put r is equal to 1 in 1. So if we put r is equal to 1 here, what we will get? Now just substitute the value of r is equal to 5 in this equation, equation number 1. So put r is equal to 5 in 1 in equation number 1. So what you will get? So this is equation number 1. T5 plus 1, that is T6 is equal to 12C5 minus 2 to the power of 5 into x to the power of 12 minus 4 into 5 is 20 divided by 2. So this is 12C5 minus 2 to the power of 5 minus, if you multiply 5 times you will get minus itself, into this 2 to the power of 5 into x to the power of 12 minus 20. So that is nothing but x to the power of minus 8 by 2 is x to the power of minus 4. So therefore the term containing x to the power of minus 4 is minus 12C5 into 2 to the power of 5. That's it. So therefore the term containing x to the power of minus 4 is minus 12C5 into 2 to the power of 5 means 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 2 to the 16, 2 to the 32 into 32. So if you simplify this, you will get 12C5 into 32 is equal to, the simplified answer is, so minus 253,253,4. If you simplify, the answer you are going to get it as minus of 253,444. That's it. This is the simplified answer. Okay, hope you followed. Very important type for 5 marks. Now let's move on to the next problem. Same type. Find the coefficient of 1 over x to the power of 17 in the expansion of x to the power of 4 minus 1 over x cube whole raised to 15. Same. What is n? N is equal to 15. X is equal to x to the power of 4. A is equal to minus 1 by x cube. Find the general term. TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x to the power of n minus r into a to the power of r. Just substitute it. TR plus 1 is equal to NCR. What is n? N is 15CR. What is x? X is x to the power of 15 minus r into a minus 1 over x cube whole to the power of r. So simplify this. So this is nothing but TR plus 1 is equal to 15CR x to the power of multiplied. If you multiply by 4, 15 4s are 60 minus 4r, and just take this to the numerator, minus 1 to the power of r into x to the power of minus 3r. So this is 15CR minus 1 to the power of r x to the power of 60 minus 4r minus 3r. So that is TR plus 1 is equal to 15CR minus 1 to the power of r into x to the power of 60 minus 7r. Let us represent this as equation number 1. Okay. Now what is to find? So to find the coefficient of 1 over x to the power of 7, equate it. So x to the power of 60 minus 7r is equal to 1 over x to the power of 17. That is nothing but x raised to minus 17. So when the bases are same means powers are also equal. Now equate it. So 60 minus 7r is equal to minus 17. Transfer this side. 60 plus 17 is equal to plus 7r. 60, that is 77. 77 is equal to 7r. Therefore, what is the value of r? So r is equal to 77 divided by 7. So therefore r is equal to 11. 11 7s are 77. R is equal to 11. Just put r is equal to 11 in equation number 1. That's it. Now put r is equal to 1 here. So put r is equal to 11 in 1. So what happens? 11 plus 1 is 12. T12 is equal to 15C11 minus 1 to the power of 11 into x to the power of 60 minus 7 into 11. That's equal to 77. X to the power of minus 60 minus 77. So what is this equal to? This is equal to 15C11 minus 1 to the power of 11 into x to the power of 60 minus 77. This is equal to minus 17. Right. X to the power of minus 7. So what is to find? The coefficient of 1 over x raised. So if this is taken to the denominator, this can also be written as 1 over x to the power of 17. So the coefficient of 1 over x to the power of 17 is 15c11 into minus 1 to the power of 11. So if you multiply minus 1 11 times, you will get negative sign itself, minus 15c11, and bring this to the denominator, x to the power of plus 17. So therefore the coefficient of x 1 over x to the power of 7 is minus 15. So the coefficient is minus c 15c11 is the coefficient. That's it. Hope you followed. Conclude it. Therefore the coefficient of 1 over x to the power of 17 is equal to minus 15c11. That's it. This is the required answer. Okay. Now let us move on to the next type of problem. Terms independent of x, or it is also called as the constant term in the expansion of x plus a to the power of n. The term which does not contain x is called as independent term or the constant term. A constant term, and it is in this case the power of x is equal to 0. Just to find the constant term or independent of x, just equate the power of x to 0. That's it. Now let us take an example. Find the term independent of x in the expansion of 3 by 2 x square minus 1 over 3x to the power of 6. Same as usual, n is equal to 6, x is equal to 3 by 2 x square, a is equal to minus 1 over 3x. The nth term, tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power of n minus r a to the power of r. So this is tr plus 1 is equal to n is 6c r. What is x? X is 3 by 2 x square whole to the power of 6 minus r into a is minus 1 over 3x to the power of r. So this can be written as 6cr, and this is 3 by 2 to the power of 6 minus r, and x square to the power of 6 minus r minus 1 by 3 to the power of r into, just take this to the numerator, this becomes x to the power of minus r. Now therefore tr plus 1 is equal to 6cr 3 by 2 to the power of 6 minus r multiplied 2 into 6 is 12, x to the power of 12 minus 2r, and this is minus 1 by 3 to the power of r as it is, and x to the power of minus r. So this is 6cr 3 by 2 to the power of 6 minus r minus 1 by 3 to the power of r into, add this, x to the power of 12 minus 2r minus r. Now what is this equal to? 6cr 3 by 2 to the power of 6 minus r minus 1 by 3 to the power of r into x to the power of 12 minus 3r. Let us represent this as equation number 1. So for constant term independent of x, for independent of x, equate this, x to the power of 12 minus 3r to x power 0. So 12 minus 3r is equal to 0 means 12 is equal to 3r, r is equal to 12 by 3, that is equal to 4. So r is equal to 4. Now put r is equal to 4 in this equation. So put r is equal to 4. What you will get? T4 plus 1, T5 is equal to 6C4. We are putting r is equal to 4. 3 by 2 to the power of 6 minus 4 minus 1 by 3 to the power of 4 into x to the power of 12 minus 3 4s are 12. So x power 0. So therefore the constant term or independent term, independent term is equal to 6c4 3 by 2 to the power of 6 minus 4 is 2, and this is minus 1 by 3 to the power of 4 is plus 1 by 3 to the power of 4 into, this is x power 0 is equal to 1. So this is the independent term or constant term in the expansion. That's it. Okay. 6c4 3 by 2 whole square into 1 by 3 whole to the power of 4. So if you simplify this, what is the answer you are going to get? So this can also be written as, if you want, you can simplify this as 6c4 into 3 by 2 whole square. 3 3s are 9. 9 divided by 2 square is 4 into 1 over 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 3s are 81. So if we simplify this totally, 9 9s are 81 gets cancelled. So 6c4 into 1 by 4 into 9, that's equal to, so if we simplify, then this is equal to 5 by 12. So the answer we are going to get for this is 5 by 12. The constant term is 5 by 12. Simplify, you'll get the answer. That's it. Okay. Hope you followed. Now, move on to the similar type problem. Find the constant term in the expansion of 2x square minus 3 by x to the power of 3 whole raised to 25. Same. NCR TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x to the power of n minus r a raised to r. TR plus 1 is equal to, what is n? N is 25 CR. X is 2x square to the power of n minus r. 25 minus r into minus 3 by x cube whole to the power of r. Simplify this. This is TR plus 1 is equal to 25 CR. So this can be written as 2 to the power of 25 minus r into x to the power of 25 into t is 50 minus 2r, and this is minus 3 to the power of r, and when this is taken to the numerator, it's become x to the power of minus 3r. Now therefore, this TR plus 1 is equal to 25 CR 2 to the power of 25 minus r into minus 3 to the power of r into x to the power of, equate this, 50 minus 2r minus 3r is minus 5r. Let us represent this as equation number 1. For constant term, equate this. For constant term, x to the power of 50 minus 5r is equal to x power 0. 50 minus 5r is equal to 0. 5r is equal to 50, therefore r is equal to 50 divided by 5 is 10. R is equal to 10. That's it. Put r is equal to 10 in equation number 1, you will get the answer. Okay. So put r is equal to 10 in 1. So we will get T11 is equal to 25C 10 2 to the power of 25 minus 10 minus 3 to the power of 10 into x to the power of 50 minus 50. This is x power 0 is equal to 1. So therefore 25 C 10 2 to the power of 15. If you multiply minus 3 times, you will get 3 to the power of 10. So therefore constant term in the expansion, constant term is equal to 25 C 10 into 2 to the power of 15 into 3 to the power of. So this is the constant term. That's it. Okay. So if you want, you can write like this: 25 C10 into 2 to the power of 15 into 3 to the power of 10. If you want, you can expand. Sufficient. If you stop here itself, that is enough. So the constant term in the expansion of 2x square minus 3 by x cube whole raised to 25 is 25 C10 2 to the power of 15 into 3 to the power of 10. Now move on to the next problem. Show that there is no term independent of x in the expansion of 2x square plus 3 by x whole to the power of 25 as that of the previous problem itself. Now just find out the nth term. TR plus 1 is equal to NCR 25 CR x to the power of r 2x square whole to the power of NCR x to the power of n minus r, that is 25 minus r into a 3 by x to the power of r. So NCR x to the power of n minus r a raised to r. So that is TR plus 1 is equal to 25 CR 2 to the power of 25 minus r x to the power of multiplied 50 minus 2r. This is 3 to the power of r into x to the power of minus r. So therefore this can be written as TR plus 1 is equal to 25 CR 2 to the power of 25 minus r and again 3 to the power of r, and equate the terms containing x. X to the power of 50 minus 2r minus r is minus 3r. Now let us represent this as equation number 1. Now for constant term, for constant term or independent term, equate this. X to the power of 50 minus 3r is equal to x power 0. 50 minus 3r is equal to 0. 50 is equal to 3r. R is equal to 50 by 3. Now what do you say? 50 by 3. This is not an integer. This is not an integer. So not an integer. It should be an r should be an integer. So 50 by 3 is a fraction. This is not an integer. So therefore, there is no term independent of x in the expansion. So since r is not an integer, since r is not an integer, therefore no term independent of x in the expansion. That's all. So since r is not an integer, r is equal to 50 by 3, which is not an integer. So therefore, there is no term independent of x in the expansion. That means the value of x or coefficient of x, constant terms, are all depends on the value of r. That is, since it is not an integer, therefore there is no term independent of x in the expansion. That's it. So these are few type of problems: finding the coefficient of x cube, x square, or 1 over x raised to 17, or x power 6 and y cube, and independent term, constant term, like that. So hope you followed this. So these are few problems based on this concept. That's all regarding today's session. Let us meet with a different concept in the next session. Thank you very much.